The true zoo nightmare. My friend and I thought it would be a funny, harmless dare to slip into the zoo after dark when the park was closed and the crowds had vanished. The gates were unlocked, no one in sight. The usual zoo we knew from daytime felt entirely different. The pathways seemed endless under the moonlight. The buildings in cages cast monstrous shadows that twisted and danced like something alive. The wind whispered through the trees, soft but full of warning. We reached the big cat enclosure first. The massive lion was nowhere to be seen, but the cage bars looked bent near the ground, as if something had pressed hard enough to leave a dent. Nearby, the warning lights flickered weakly. A cold shiver ran down my spine. As we moved silently toward the primate section, there was something deeply wrong. All the monkey cages were eerie in the dark, silent and empty. No chatter, no scampering. In fact, no locked doors either. All the enclosures were open, and the locks hung askew like they'd been forced open. The air was thick with a strange smell, a mix of damp earth and something metallic. Suddenly, out of the black shadows near the trees, we spotted movement. Tall, swift shapes slinking between the enclosures. At first, I thought it was a trick of the light or our eyes playing games. But then the eyes caught the faint beam of the moonlight, glowing yellow and cold, like a predator's. Dripping breaths echoed near us, not from humans. Heavy, guttural, close enough to sense wet teeth and claws scraping the dirt. We sprinted toward the exit, hearts pounding like thunder, only to hear unnatural noises behind us. Growls, claws scraping on stone, and low whispers that weren't words but felt like warnings. Running blindly, we stumbled near the elephant pens. That's when I caught a glimpse of it. A figure towering and out of place standing just beyond the fencing. It didn't look like any animal I'd ever seen. It was taller than a man, its skin mottled and rough, eyes like fiery coals staring straight into my soul. The mouth was twisted, filled with teeth that gleamed unnaturally sharp. The dragging sound came again, slow and ominous, moving closer despite the open ground. Panic drowned all sense. We reached a broken gate and spilled out into the street, gasping for fresh air. The streetlights cut through the dark like beacons, but the feeling of being followed lingered, as if the night creature had slipped past the zoo walls behind us. The next day, zoo officials claimed no animals had escaped. No one believed us, but the claw marks and bent locks were proof enough. What I saw that night was no wild animal. It was something much darker, something ancient locked inside those cages, waiting for the night to set it free. And sometimes, when the wind is just right, I hear the dragging steps in the distance, reminding me that the zoo's nightmare might never really leave.